We are going to turn out to that royal bombshell.
And now to that bombshell announcement.
It is dominating the front pages across the UK this morning.
Our kids are young. They're 3 and 5. They're amazing.
I would like to know, were Meghan's children born of her body or via surrogate, which is obviously something that you cover.
Our kids are still young, only 3 and 5, and they are amazing. But I really want to know, were Meghan's children actually born of her own body, or did she use a surrogate? This is obviously a massive controversy you cover. Scandals within the British monarchy are certainly nothing new, but this latest royal drama has taken a truly shocking twist. Lady Colin Campbell, who is a well-known television personality, has just exposed a deeply startling truth about Buckingham Palace that has left the entire United Kingdom completely stunned, in shock. Campbell is widely known for her bold and highly controversial opinions regarding the royal family, and today I have got something absolutely massive to discuss today. Lady Colin Campbell, easily one of the most outspoken and daring royal insiders, has been aggressively pushing this surrogacy. Rumour for several years, but her latest revelation is something the mainstream media has completely avoided. Right now, her bold comments have sparked intense public debates with people everywhere questioning the actual truth behind her wild claims. But what exactly did Lady Campbell find out, and how did the royal family actually react? Join us today as we uncover what Lady Campbell exposed about Buckingham Palace. Did Lady Campbell expose Buckingham Palace? Lady Colin Campbell has indeed exposed Buckingham Palace, and her stunning claims are currently shaking the royal family like never before. For several years there have been wild whispers about Meghan Markle's pregnancies, and this topic has been quietly discussed in private and online. But now Lady Colin has taken those wild rumours and dragged them into the bright spotlight, making massive headlines everywhere. Campbell never shies away from speaking her mind, and this time around her main focus is on Meghan allegedly using a surrogate for her children. Breaking news right now, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's massive surrogacy scandal has finally entered the mainstream media domain, a claim that has left many shocked and wondering if there is any real truth behind it. Stay tuned, because we have got the full details, and this is absolutely nothing new for Lady Colin Campbell. Ever since Archie's birth back in 2019, she has been questioning how things were actually handled. She noticed very early on that Meghan's pregnancy did not follow traditional royal protocols, unlike Princess Diana and Kate Middleton, who both happily posed with their sweet newborns right outside the hospital. In stark contrast, Meghan's birth announcement seemed incredibly rushed and highly secretive. We start now with some breaking news. Meghan Markle, wife of Britain's Prince Harry, has given birth to a baby boy. No one actually saw Meghan leaving the hospital with her baby, and that raised eyebrows. Moreover, the timing of the pregnancy also raised serious concerns. One of the main reasons people speculated about surrogacy was the rather odd timing of Meghan's pregnancy. Some commentators felt that the timeline of her baby bump photos and the actual delivery timeline seemed highly unusual, leading many to question whether this pregnancy had been entirely natural or if a surrogate had been involved. Also, many people pointed out that Meghan's baby bump seemed to constantly change shape and size throughout her pregnancy, with several photos showing it much larger or smaller than expected for certain stages. This major inconsistency in her visible bump led many to question if the bump was real, and this further fueled the surrogacy rumours. Another key observation is that Meghan and Harry were notably very private about certain major aspects of their pregnancies, which heavily contrasted with the typical public appearances of other senior royals during similar stages. The royal couple's decision to remain relatively low profile naturally led to massive speculation about why they actively avoided those traditional photo opportunities, with some online critics assuming that Meghan's pregnancy may have actually been staged or handled differently. There were a few highly public moments that raised major eyebrows. For example, Meghan's unusual posture or the way she carried herself while pregnant seemed completely inconsistent with what some observers might expect from someone in the late stages of pregnancy. In some photos, her baby bump appeared to defy gravity, leading some to claim it did not appear as natural. But that is not all the royal couple's harsh critics, particularly in the media, frequently and openly questioned the actual authenticity of their pregnancy stories. Some vocal pundits and commentators repeatedly claimed that the couple was not giving out details and that certain aspects of the pregnancy were hidden, leading to further surrogacy speculation about how Meghan Markle hid her baby bump before announcing she and Prince Harry were expecting. Now, with major reports of an insider from the palace confirming those suspicions, Campbell has found brand new reasons to revisit her deep concerns and demand that Buckingham Palace finally explain what really happened. But speaking out like this comes with massive risks, and Campbell well knows it. Prince Harry and Meghan have shown they will not hesitate to sue when they feel heavily attacked by the media. Campbell's bold statements put her in danger of facing a major lawsuit, but she remains extremely careful. She chooses her words wisely, hinting at inside information, without ever making direct accusations that could instantly land her in court. This clever move allows her to raise questions while successfully avoiding possible legal trouble. Even with her very careful approach, public reactions about Campbell are highly mixed. Some people deeply admire her bravery, saying she is standing up for the truth. They believe she is exposing things that others are far too afraid to mention. On the other hand, Meghan and Harry's fans think she is being incredibly intrusive, poking into these are deeply private matters that should be left alone. Yet Lady Colin's history of exposing royal secrets that later turn out to be true makes it hard to dismiss her. Whether people agree with her or not, they are definitely listening, and that is exactly what she wants. Her words are having a real impact, even though Buckingham Palace has mostly ignored these wild rumours for years, brushing them off as complete nonsense. But now, with Campbell's claims making waves staying silent, is getting much harder for the monarchy, which relies heavily on order and tradition. Any doubt about the legitimacy of royal children could have serious consequences. If there is even a hint of truth to this surrogate story, it could raise massive questions about Archie and Lilibet's. According to a viral tweet by a Twitter user claiming to be a palace insider, they claimed, "There have been urgent discussions happening behind closed doors, even though the public still knows absolutely nothing official." Adding fuel to the fire, Radar Online recently cited Campbell's deep investigations when reporting on these explosive surrogacy claims. This was a major turning point. For years, mainstream news outlets avoided the topic, terrified of the legal and reputational risks. But when Radar Online, a widely read media source, decided to publish the story, it changed everything. They gave massive credibility to discussions that had previously been dismissed as mere gossip, backing up their claims with Campbell's extensive long-term research. Suddenly, this was no longer just online speculation. Even so, Lady Colin remains extremely cautious. She often hints that she knows far more than she is saying, but stops short of revealing direct evidence. This keeps her protected while keeping the conversation active. Unlike some trashy tabloids that only go for cheap shock value, Campbell presents herself as a deeply concerned royal observer. Her aristocratic background gives her a certain authority that others do not have, and she uses that to her advantage. She is asking questions instead of directly accusing someone, which keeps the heated conversation going. But Meghan is not taking this lightly. According to Radar Online, she is seriously considering legal action against Campbell for bringing up these wild surrogacy rumours again. In a rare move, the Duchess of Sussex is striking back by suing a British publisher. A massive lawsuit could give the media plenty of stories to write and talk about, drawing even more public attention to the controversy. Yet going to court would mean revealing deeply personal details about her children's births, something Meghan and Harry have tried incredibly hard to keep private. Now they face A very tough choice. Sue Campbell and risk exposing more family secrets, or ignore her and let the rumours continue. Either way, it may end up being a lose-lose situation. To strengthen her argument, Campbell has pointed to royal history. She compares this scandal to the 1688 royal controversy over King James's heir. Back then, there were rumours that a baby had been smuggled straight into the royal birth chamber in a warming pan to secure the royal succession, though this happened many years. Ergo, the dramatic comparison highlights how royal births have always been subject to intense. Campbell argues that just as people demanded proof back then, they deserve that same level of transparency now. Her point is very simple: secrecy only leads to more questions. For Campbell, this is not just about Meghan, it is about protecting the monarchy's absolute integrity. If there continue to be serious doubts about Archie and Lilibet, it could cause major long-term problems for the royal family. She firmly believes the only way to end this speculation is for the palace to provide solid proof, whether that means releasing official birth records or offering some form of verification. She says it is absolutely necessary to maintain vital public trust. After all, the royal family is a national institution and its legitimacy matters deeply to millions of people. Now, the big question is how the royal family will respond. Simply ignoring the controversy has not worked at all, and Lady Colin shows absolutely no signs of backing down. With the media picking up the story and public interest growing, the pressure is rapidly mounting. Buckingham Palace faces a critical decision to address these claims by opening up on what it truly knows about this whole saga, or stay completely silent and hope the noise dies down. But one thing is clear: many people have pointed out that it may cause a massive royal crisis in succession, even though Harry is not the next in succession. But how exactly will this happen? Stay tuned, because the story only gets more interesting. Royal succession crisis. The debate of royal succession started following the shocking news of Meghan and Harry's surrogacy. The news arrived with many questioning if Archie and Lilibet truly had a rightful place in the royal line. According to United Kingdom law, heirs close to the throne must have clear family records to prove their royal lineage. But some noticed there was not much public information about Meghan Markle's pregnancies, raising serious doubts. Legal experts pointed out that royal births usually have proper legal documents. In his newly obtained birth certificate, it clearly shows Archie Harrison, Mountbatten, Windsor, arrived May 6th, yet the total lack of transparency made many wonder, with royal succession being so important, even small. These lingering doubts quickly turned into major worries, but the royal family had actually faced this kind of skepticism before. In fact, royal history proves that these scandals were taken incredibly seriously, and for decades the British monarchy enforced strict birth protocols. They actually required the Home Secretary to be physically present at royal births, a law active until 1936, hoping to prevent any sneaky trickery about who was genuinely born into the royal bloodline. Back then, there was real fear that babies might be secretly swapped or replaced, so having an official there kept everyone honest. Even so, the palace ended this strict practice to modernise the royal delivery process. Now, many are asking if ending that tradition was a huge mistake, since those old protocols were designed to stop the very same doubts people are voicing today. As these rumours grow louder, the public is demanding real answers right across the entire Commonwealth. Angry citizens are calling on Buckingham Palace to release medical proof of Meghan's pregnancies, and this certainly wasn't just some idle gossip. Many strongly believe the royal family's reputation is on the line, especially in places like Australia and Canada. In these nations where the king remains head of state, citizens want absolute reassurance that the royal line is legitimate. Public trust in the crown relies heavily on transparency, and many fear this intense secrecy will destroy that bond beyond repair. With pressure mounting, several legal experts have proposed a far more drastic solution, pointing directly to DNA testing. If the Demands for hard proof keep growing. The royal family may eventually be forced to consider genetic screening to verify Archie and Lilibet's royal lineage. Such a move would be completely unprecedented in modern history, but a DNA test offers the absolute clearest answer. Still, this controversial concept carries massive risks. Demanding DNA tests for heirs could set a highly complicated precedent for future royal. Children, would the public find it far too invasive, or would they see it as absolutely necessary to clear those lingering doubts? As this intense debate grows, eyes are turning to Parliament. Normally, politicians avoid touchy royal matters, but this situation is quickly becoming far too big to ignore. If this scandal deepens, Parliament might step in to completely rewrite the rules of royal succession. In truly extreme circumstances, lawmakers might even pass brand new laws to close any legal loopholes, and the United Kingdom government is set to introduce historic legislation in Parliament. Since the monarchy plays such a vital role in the United Kingdom system, any real confusions regarding royal heirs poses a genuine constitutional crisis. Yet, despite the growing demands for clarity, Prince Harry and Meghan remain totally silent. Their stubborn refusal to share medical records or detailed birth certificates has only made things worse, and many believe that providing some simple proof would have ended the crazy rumours instantly. But as this controversy drags on, seasoned royal experts are starting to wonder what lessons can actually be learned here. Will the palace consider reviving those ancient rules to prevent future scandals? It certainly seems highly possible that updated rules will require official witnesses or much stricter documentation for royal births, while absolutely nobody expects a politician to stand in the delivery room. Some sensible middle ground could easily be found to reassure the public. The ultimate goal is simple: make sure no future royal child's legitimacy can ever be questioned. If history has taught the monarchy anything, it's that absolute transparency today prevents massive crises tomorrow. But things just took a much more serious turn as the legal consequences are seriously being analysed. What if it turns out that Harry and Meghan actually misled everyone? If undeniable proof emerges that they lied, the royal family might completely strip Archie and Lilibet of their official royal titles. Such a move would be highly dramatic in modern times, but top royal commentators say it cannot be ruled out. Losing official royal status would not just be a massive personal blow, it would completely change how the public views the British royal family. People wonder how far the palace would go to protect the monarchy's global reputation if actual deception were proven. But perhaps the most intense personal focus is on Prince Harry himself. Once celebrated as a deeply beloved royal figure, Harry's controversial decisions now face intense scrutiny. If it is found that he had knowingly hidden the absolute truth about these births, his remaining royal privileges could be stripped away. Organisations that once proudly partnered with him are beginning to reconsider their ties. Now even his beloved military roles and honorary positions are called. Prince Harry is firmly back in the spotlight as he returns home following his second major military deployment to Afghanistan. For someone who actively stepped back from royal duties to seek personal independence, the irony is quite clear. Prince Harry's decision to step back from his royal duties deeply surprised many, as it shattered royal tradition and directly challenged the family's long-standing expectations. For years he was seen as a highly active member, deeply involved in major royal events and charity work. But what actually caused this incredibly sudden move? Why did Harry choose to distance himself from the entire royal family? Let's uncover exactly why Meghan and Harry left their royal duties. Prince Harry has officially stepped down from those duties, but not everyone truly knows why. The shocking weekend announcement that Harry and Meghan would fully step back from all royal Duties completely stunned the globe, making people wonder what on earth could drive a modern prince to abandon a life of absolute privilege. Royal life looked incredibly glamorous from the outside, but behind closed doors lay a brutal journey filled with intense personal struggles, bitter family drama, and relentless public scrutiny. Prince Harry's war with the tabloids began way before he abandoned royal duties. Even as a young boy, he endured aggressive paparazzi attention that crossed the line, sparking constant controversies wherever he went, invading his most private moments. Everything shattered after his beloved mother, Princess Diana, tragically died in 1997. She lost her life in a horrific Paris car crash while fleeing aggressive paparazzi, leaving young Harry deeply traumatized and fiercely hostile toward the press. As he grew up, the public obsession with his dating life exploded when he started dating American actress Meghan Markle. This intense media onslaught reopened old wounds, fueling his desperate need to shield his new partner. The ruthless tabloid coverage of Meghan turned toxic the moment their secret romance was exposed by British reporters who targeted not only their relationship, but zeroed in on Meghan's biracial heritage, with highly questionable, subtle, racist undertones attacking everything from her family background to her fashion. Harry publicly slammed this cruel harassment, declaring, "It was malicious and highly targeted." This constant negativity deeply affected the couple, transforming their joyful engagement into a stressful ordeal. As the media pressure mounted, Harry fought back, legally launching major lawsuits against powerful tabloid publishers for illegal phone tapping and fake stories. These aggressive legal battles proved how furious he was over this massive invasion of his privacy. Yet, despite his legal warnings, the press refused to back down. Following their 2018 royal wedding, the spotlight only grew brighter, with every single move and decision brutally analysed and torn apart. Beyond his media battles, Harry struggled deeply with his mental health. The demands of royal duties and endless public attention left him completely drained. In raw interviews, he opened up about seeking professional therapy to cope with years of severe anxiety and trauma. He strongly believed that people should focus more on the things that actually nourish our souls. Much of his trauma stemmed from his mother's tragic passing and the immense pressures of being a royal. While many praised his bravery for speaking out, it highlighted just how incredibly difficult and toxic his royal life had become. Deep family rifts only worsened the stress, with rumours exploding that Harry's relationship with his older brother, Prince William, had grown severely strained. They reportedly clashed over Meghan's place in the monarchy and how official royal duties should be managed. While some arguments remained hidden, others leaked to the press, feeding intense rumours of a royal feud. This growing hostility made Harry feel increasingly alienated from his duties. Both Harry and Meghan also felt deeply betrayed by the royal household. Despite enduring brutal press attacks, they felt the palace failed to protect them. Harry begged top officials for more assistance, but his desperate pleas were completely ignored. This total lack of backing left the couple feeling deeply isolated and unprotected. Harry's fear for Meghan's safety escalated quickly. Meghan later confessed that she suffered from severe mental health issues while serving as a working royal, even experiencing dark, suicidal thoughts. This shocking admission stunned the world and deeply alarmed Harry, making him fiercely determined to protect his wife and their young family. The relentless media onslaught and cold indifference from the palace pushed them to consider major changes for their physical well-being. Even the birth of their son Archie was plagued by massive controversy. Their strict demands for total privacy, including a secret christening, sparked fierce backlash. While critics accused them of being too secretive, loyal supporters defended their basic right to privacy as brand new parents. At the exact same time, Harry and Meghan wanted to be financially independent. They planned to earn their own income while keeping some royal connections, but this bold move caused immense tension within the palace. Critics slammed them for wanting elite royal perks without any actual duties, while the couple insisted they simply desired freedom rather than a clean break from royal duties. However, public opinion shifted dramatically, and some people started viewing them as highly entitled, questioning why they enjoyed rich royal privileges while openly attacking historic royal traditions. This constant conflict and drama worsened their deep sense of isolation. In a 2019 television documentary, Harry and Meghan, titled An African Journey, they spoke candidly about their struggles. Meghan admitted she was not okay, and Harry explained how severely royal pressure had impacted him. What was supposed to showcase their humanitarian charity work ended up focusing entirely on their personal challenges. Searching for peace, the couple hid away in Canada, far from official royal duties, but even there the paparazzi refused to leave them alone. It became clear that moving away was not enough to escape the relentless spotlight. January 2020, they shocked the world by announcing their sudden decision to step back. Tonight, breaking news reveals stunning developments about Prince Harry and his wife Meghan, who are essentially quitting the royal family. They plan to split their time between the United Kingdom and North America, working toward financial independence. The tabloids dubbed this move Megxit, an announcement that completely shocked even senior royals, forcing Queen Elizabeth to call an urgent summit. Following tense talks, a historic deal allowed them to step down, but they had to forfeit major perks, losing their official Royal Highness titles and Harry's beloved military appointments. That cut deep for Harry because he loved his service. Worse, losing taxpayer funds meant their security was completely gone. Without taxpayer-funded guards, Harry feared for his family's safety. Stripping away that protection was a massive blow. Following that frustrating exit, Harry and Meghan moved to California. The paparazzi followed, but escaping royal protocols gave them real freedom. To fund their new life, they locked down massive deals with giants like Netflix and Spotify to ensure financial independence. Focusing on storytelling and mental health projects, the couple divided public opinion. Some felt they were cashing in. Critics said they were milking royal ties, while others cheered their fresh start. But then the debate truly exploded. It erupted in March 2021 during their bombshell Oprah Winfrey interview, where they dropped several shocking family allegations. They exposed private conversations about Archie's skin colour, while Meghan detailed her mental health struggles and the total lack of support. Frankly, Prince Harry's entire life has always been a magnet for controversy. And now, with Lady Colin Campbell's latest insane claims, nobody knows what is next. Do you think Meghan and Harry used surrogacy for their sons, or is this just another baseless scandal? Share your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, click the next video on your screen because you absolutely cannot miss it.